Hi everybody, what's up? So it's been so long since I filmed a video. Again, I feel like this is a common theme here. I have gotten an LGBTQ sex ed video request like nuts, and I promised you guys one, and I got ready early today and had free time, so I was like, I'm gonna film it. Also, as you can see, Sarah and I moved. We live in the neighborhood and it's so fun. I'm obsessed. I love living here. I'm really proud of our apartment and how it's coming together. If you guys want to see a little house tour eventually, I would love to show you guys one of those as well, because like I said, I'm really proud of how it's coming together. So basically, I mentioned that I sent me a lot of questions on Tumblr about sex and, you know, lesbian sex and whatever, and you asked for a video, and so I said that I would do my best in answering some of your questions. So I went to Tumblr and asked you guys to send me whatever questions that you guys had. I'll go to the first question I got. The first question I got, and I got this one a ton, is scissoring real? And I feel like it's unfair for me to really answer this question because people can have sex however they want and whatever feels right to them, and just because I don't really scissor doesn't mean it's not a thing that happens. I think people do scissor. Personally, I always say tribbing is a more common way of scissoring, and if you want to learn more about that, I just Google stuff I don't know. We all feel awkward. I feel so weird right now. The next question is, how do you know you came? I'm an 18-year-old lesbian girl, and like when I do it myself, I start shaking and shit, and then I don't know. Is that all there is to it? If not, how do I make myself come? I'm still a virgin, so I don't know, sorry. First of all, never apologize. I orgasmed until I was like 18 either. I always say, you know you came, like you know, like it's not just like, I feel like the shaking and stuff is kind of the build up to it, but like when it happens, like there's no other way I can really explain it other than the fact that you'll know. I don't know, guys, you'll know when you come. Can you tell I'm nervous? Okay. For your video, what is your experience with strap-ons and other toys in general? What's the best type of strap-on to use in terms of flexibility and hygiene? So I think this question really depends on you and your body, and your partner as well. Certain toys that Sarah and I have, she likes and I don't personally like on myself. So it's really just about like trial and error and trying toys out and ordering them and seeing which ones are better for you personally. And sometimes they'll be awesome and sometimes they'll be terrible. So it's really just about finding what's best for you. I would start out, if it's your first toy, maybe on the smaller side, definitely read dimensions and read like the descriptions of the toys themselves, because Sarah and I have ordered ones that are like huge, and we've never used them because they're absolutely terrifying. We literally call it Big Perp because it's so scary. All of our friends know Big Perp because we just can't believe how big it is. Strap-on wise, those are something that I would say go in store, especially if it's your first one, to see like if you can go to a sex store around you, because there's all different sizes, different flexibilities from bends, and it also depends on the harness. If it doesn't come with a harness, you're gonna wanna find one that it fits in securely, because it falling out constantly during sex is extremely annoying. For cleaning use, a lot of them say dishwasher friendly. We don't personally put ours in the dishwasher. We hand wash them with antibacterial soap. I also want to say, make sure you're washing them in between uses. Don't use it on yourself and then on your partner in one use. Definitely wash them in between. Use protection, especially if you're having sex with someone you're not familiar with. You should be all the time, but especially if it's someone that maybe it's just like a one-night stand type of deal, definitely be using condoms. I know that sounds so silly because it's a toy, but you want to be careful. Especially if it's your toy and you're using it on someone you don't know that well. Also, dental dams. I wanted to buy one to show you guys, but basically a dental dam is like almost like, imagine like a condom that's like rolled out flat as a sheet, and it kind of is like an opposite condom, like it goes inside the woman. And gloves as well is something that you can use if you just plan on using your hands for sex. And online, you guys, like I'm telling you, don't be afraid to Google shit. Like anytime I don't know about something, I Google it like constantly. Are dental dams actually a thing that people use? Because everyone I've talked to has said no. So I don't personally use dental dams. I've never used a dental dam. I know a lot of my gay guy friends have used dental dams. If you want to use one, try it out. And if it doesn't work for you, there's a bunch of other options to use protection. But dental dams definitely are a thing that, you know, people all over the LGBT community use. Kate, I have a weird question for your sex ed bed. It's kind of weird and maybe funny. When my GF and I make out, just kissing and groping and such with our clothes on and everything, my nipples get really hard and swollen and sore. she put her girlfriend's name, so I'm not gonna say it, doesn't even need to touch my boobs to make this happen. It's funny but embarrassing too, you feel? Is this normal? Will it always happen? What the fuck? Everybody always knows I have just made out because my headlights are on. So, you have sensitive nipples, and that's fine. It's just a sign of arousal, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. And nipples are accessories. They're great body parts. So don't be ashamed. That's an awesome thing. Having sensitive nipples is great. I do too, and it adds to pleasure in bed. So definitely don't be ashamed of that. It's definitely normal. How do you shave the vagina before sex? There's definitely YouTube videos, I'm sure, that are better explaining. For all the questions like this that I don't feel completely comfortable answering or explaining, I'm gonna link videos down below because I myself can't show you, and there's probably gonna be better videos online that can in more depth describe to you how to do these things like shaving your vagina. Also, if you don't want to shave your vagina, don't fucking shave your vagina. You don't have to. If someone makes you feel like you have to shave your vagina, you absolutely do not. Do not have sex with that person. They sound like an asshole. Rock some body hair if you want to rock some body hair. If you don't want to shave yet, don't feel like you have to shave, period. For the LGBTQ video, what are the dangers of girl-girl sex and how do you stay safe? So I think I answered that previously. It's just having sex with anyone in general. I don't know why there's like this weird stigma that like only like straight couples can really pass STDs or gay men. Women totally can pass STIs, STDs, just using protection. Like I said, dental dams, condoms, gloves, just be safe. How do you do the do? Okay, so there's a million ways. I get this question all the time. It's like, oh, I'm a lesbian. I know I'm a lesbian, but I'm a virgin. I've never had sex with a girl. I've never done anything with a girl. Like, what do we do? And there's not just one answer that comes to mind. Like you can finger, you can use toys, you can use strap-on, you can go down on each other. And I think it's important to know that like there's not one right way to have sex as a woman with another woman. So one thing, I've watched all of these videos, I love all of these videos, is STEVIE BEOBI's videos here on YouTube. She does like how to finger a girl, like all these things, how to use a strap on. She goes through toys, she tries them on for you. She's fantastic, she's super smart. If you have never seen her videos, definitely go there. I'm gonna link all of her videos down low because she is super intelligent, super smart, super open, so important for especially people in our community who don't have that kind of sex ed out there. Definitely go watch her videos. I'll link them all down low. I feel super self-conscious about sleeping with another girl because I never have before and I'm so inexperienced. Also, I feel like I have to be clean shaven beforehand or else I'll gross them out, and that often stops me from going out and having fun. Example, I can't go out tonight because I didn't have time to shave today, so I'm just gonna stay home. Any advice on these fears? And thank you so much for making this video. A lot of us could use it. You're welcome. I don't know how helpful it's gonna be, but I hope it helps a little bit. So, like I said before, with shaving, shaving is not a mandatory thing, and if a woman doesn't want to have sex with you because you didn't shave your vagina, she sounds like an asshole. So definitely do whatever makes you comfortable. If you don't want to shave every day, it's not good for your vagina to shave every day, don't fucking shave every day. And don't let that little bit stop you from going out and potentially meeting great people. Just because you go out one night doesn't mean you have to go home that night and have sex with a girl, you know what I mean? Like, Sarah was the first girl I had sex with, and we had talked for like 3 months before we ever had sex. And building that trust and that, you know, it made me comfortable my first time having sex with her. And I think that's really important, especially losing your virginity to a female. Trust and comfort is like super important. First of all, don't ever let anybody feel like you have to shave your vagina. Second of all, if somebody doesn't want to have sex with you because you don't shave your vagina, let them exit because they're an asshole. How do you deal with period sex between two queer women? Obviously, this is gonna be like a preference thing for everybody. Sarah and I don't let our periods stop us. Like the first few days, we kind of don't, but like towards the end, we're like fine. It depends on how you have sex and what ways you have sex. Lay a towel down, use a condom, like I said. If you're using toys, there's definitely ways to have sex without letting your period get in the way. So my last question is, how do you spice things up in bed? I think my answer to this would be is communication. I think having a partner you trust and are comfortable with is super important, whether it's someone you're in a relationship with or just someone you might be friends with benefits with or whatever it is. Definitely just talking about everything, because you don't want to just like whip a strap on out halfway through having sex without talking to them about it first. You want to make sure you both feel comfortable with everything that's happening, with everything that could happen. Talk about what you like, what you don't like, things that you have fantasies about or things that you might want to try down the road. There's definitely things that you should both be discussing. And don't be afraid to try new things. And like I said, communication is the #1 option. I know the conversations can be weird and awkward and silly and funny, but like I said, when you're having sex with someone you trust, you can talk to them about these things and try them out. And yeah, there's a million things that you can try and have fun with, and don't be afraid to, because sex is great and it's great having great sex. So I hope this video helped some of you and made you feel a little bit more comfortable having gay sex and doing gay things. And if not, I'm sorry, I'm not that smart with life. My nips are hard, I can feel it. This has been an experience for us both, all of us. But no, follow me on Tumblr, follow me on all my social medias, they'll all be linked down below. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I love you guys and I miss you guys, and I'm really gonna try, I know I say this all the time, to make consistent videos for you. So if you have anything you wanna see, definitely message me and let me know. I love you guys, be nice to each other, bye.